Steve, thanks again for talking with us tonight. We talked last week right after the task force was formed. Where do you stand now in coming up with a plan for getting Evansville back up and running?
Sure. Well, we have a diverse group of business and community leaders that have been working tirelessly on key areas of focus, whether it be business assistance, food security, government operations, quality of life, workplace safety and testing. All of these areas are being worked on, and we're just glad to have the support of the community.
Yeah, a main focus of that task force is getting businesses back up and running. What kind of feedback have you been getting from local business owners?
Right. Well, it's everything from a need for financial resources to access to PPE, whether it's be gloves, masks, gowns, hand sanitizer, and a lot of them just want guidance or answers. And, we are collecting all of the information. We are setting up workshops. The Chamber of Commerce is doing a great job in facilitating a lot of the town hall meetings with businesses. And we're making those connections and trying to do what we can to help them.
And businesses aren't the only focus. What about the other areas that your task force is focusing on?
Right. Obviously, business assistance has a heavy focus. We also have the small business loans that we're working on, but there are other areas which the federal government, state government aren't focused on primarily. Local government usually is there to cover the gaps, whether that would be with food security. You saw yesterday the great need for food resources in the community. And it's a new need. It's individuals that have been laid off or have had issues related to this pandemic. But food security, quality of life, our parks and our venues, entertainment, so many events have been canceled. So we're trying to work with venues and all of these places to try to help them come up with a plan.
And I know that your task force won't come up with a date to reopen, but what are you hearing from the state about a possible timeline?
Right. We are all waiting with anticipation for the governor's guidance for tomorrow. Today on his briefing, he noted again that tomorrow he will be giving guidance for businesses all the way A to Z. So we're all waiting. But in the meantime, we are researching different plans from other states. Proper guidelines from CDC to ensure that whenever the date is, that there will be a safe manner in terms of reopening.
Now, when you get that guidance from the governor, is that when things with your task force will really take off?
Well, to be honest, there's been so much work on the front end. We're simply preparing. When we are given a date, it'll simply be execution, because a lot of this stuff is whether it's compiling all the information and feedback and understanding who needs what, we'll be able to hit the ground running when we know for sure.
Now, assuming that some restrictions are lifted by the governor, what are some things we still won't be able to do?
Well, unfortunately, we're at the mercy of the state, and they will provide detailed guidance. And unfortunately, I think that masks, hand sanitizer, gloves, social distancing are here to stay for a while.